We are covering the critical difference between hand antiseptics, also known as hand sanitizers, and proper hand washing for the ServSafe Manager exam. This is a frequently tested topic because it's a fundamental food safety principle that is often misunderstood. The most important rule to remember for your exam is that hand antiseptics are never an acceptable substitute for thorough hand washing with soap and running water. Hand antiseptics may only be used as an additional precaution after a food handler has properly washed their hands. The exam will test this concept through scenario-based questions. For example, a question might describe a cook who is breading raw chicken, gets their hands covered in flour and raw poultry juices, and then moves to assemble a ready-to-eat salad after only using a hand sanitizer. The correct answer will always indicate this is a violation because hand washing was required. The reason, and the core concept you need to understand, is that sanitizers are designed to kill pathogens on clean skin. They cannot effectively penetrate or remove physical soil like dirt, food particles, or grease. Hand washing, on the other hand, uses the mechanical action of scrubbing with soap and the friction created to physically lift and remove soil and pathogens, which are then rinsed away down the drain. Think of it this way. You wouldn't just spray sanitizer on a dirty pan and call it clean. You have to scrub it first. The same logic applies to hands. The FDA Food Code is very clear on this in Section 2-301.16. Stating that hand antiseptics should be applied only to hands that are already cleaned. Be aware of exam traps that try to trick you by mentioning the hand sanitizer is an FDA-approved alcohol-based formula. While any sanitizer used must meet these criteria, it does not change the rule that it can only be used after hand washing. Another high-level concept the ServSafe Manager exam might touch on is the ineffectiveness of many hand sanitizers against specific pathogens, most notably Norovirus. Norovirus is the leading cause of foodborne illness and is particularly resistant to alcohol-based sanitizers. Therefore, in a scenario involving a vomiting or diarrhea incident, proper hand washing is the only effective hand hygiene measure to help prevent its spread. A good mental shortcut to remember the proper sequence and purpose is this: wash away the grime, then kill what's left behind. This phrase reinforces that the primary step, washing, is for removal, and the secondary optional step of sanitizing is for further reduction of microorganisms. Always prioritize the wash. On the exam, if you see a choice between washing hands or using a sanitizer after a contamination event, the correct answer will be to wash hands. For free practice questions, AI-powered explanations, and more exam prep tools, visit openexamprep.com. That's openexamprep, all one word, .com.